Hi, I'm Andrea, founder of Sleep Story Therapy. Welcome to today's episode of Sleepwise, where you will find out that waking up at night is normal. Did you know that sleep happens in cycles and we wake up every 1.5 hours during the night? One complete cycle of light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep lasts 90 minutes. At this point, we wake up briefly and then we enter the next cycle. This means that in an 8-hour sleep at night, we wake up around 5-6 times. At least our brain does. And most times we are not even aware of the fact that we've woken up. Some researchers believe this is a survival mechanism of our brain that wants to keep us safe. Humans evolved this way since they were living in nature in caves, waking up to look for any predators, which seemed like the right thing to do. But now we live in safe environments and there aren't any real dangers for us to be waking up. And still, our brain functions in this way. It is a good thing that we can automatically fall back asleep, but sometimes this doesn't happen. Sometimes we wake up in the middle of the night with thoughts rolling and we just can't fall back asleep. Why? Well, because the feeling of safety can be real or perceived. There aren't any wild predators who could attack you in the middle of the night. We established that. But there might be other things that could represent a threat to your brain, like thoughts of worry, unresolved emotions, or unconscious fears. The most common threat that comes up at night is worrying thoughts. They may be more serious, like a close deadline at work while your part is not yet ready, a fight with your partner and the possibility of breaking up, a health problem of your parents and the fear of losing them, a job that you don't enjoy and the financial pressure you feel to provide for your family. Or they may be smaller worries, like some food you forgot to add on the groceries list, a message you were supposed to send to your child's teacher, the tiniest details of organizing an event in the family, and so on. All of these, even if they feel real to you, are not actually real sources of threat. They are only thoughts. But the brain cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is perceived. Our brain will think that we are in real danger, and when our brain perceives that, what happens is that it will release the necessary chemicals to mobilize our body for dealing with that threat. And this is how we get an active brain and body ready to rock and roll. How is sleep then even possible? So let's take a step back. Thoughts of worry, fear, and stress are okay. We are humans and alive, and worrying about certain things is normal. What is important to be aware of is that when these thoughts are being activated, our body also gets activated. The button switches to on, which is the sympathetic nervous state of fight or flight. Being in danger means fighting or running or sometimes even freezing. But this activation will actually prevent us from sleeping. Sleep only happens when we are in a relaxed state. the parasympathetic rest and digest nervous state. In conclusion, preventing waking up at night is not an option. Let's trust human biology and the wisdom of our brain, which knows what's best for us. The key element is how to fall back asleep. What we can have control over is our thoughts and body. Calming down your mind and relaxing your body is a skill that is learnable. Working with a sleep specialist can help you identify the exact sources of your worries, give you the confidence that sleep is a natural process that you deserve and you can benefit from, and teach you tools and techniques to help relax your mind and body. Sometimes the sources of our worries are obvious, but many times they are hidden. There may be things from our past or things you might not even be aware of. That's why sometimes just implementing some tips and tricks you find on the internet or that a friend tells you about could work, but other times a much deeper work is needed to find the real causes of you waking up at night and to develop some long-term sleep routines and strategies. A chronic sleep disruption at night can have a serious impact on your life, such as daytime sleepiness, difficulty concentrating, mood disturbances, and overall health issues. So, if you wake up frequently in the middle of the night with rolling thoughts, worries, panic, and stress, having trouble going back to sleep, and the following day you feel completely exhausted, I have a question for you. Aren't you tired of being tired? When are you going to decide that you deserve to sleep well, to be well rested and fully energized to go about your day? Doing nothing will change nothing. But if any of this resonated with you, it means you are finally ready to do something about your sleep. I left a free gift for you to get started on creating your blissful sleep. The download link is in the description box below. What's your sleep story? I'd love to know. Please leave a comment if this resonated with you and share it with someone who also wants great sleep. Thank you for listening. Until next time.